The Wheel of Life, a detailed representation of the Tibetan belief in the transmigratory nature of existence, explains the theory of rebirth. The form in which beings are reborn into the universe depends upon their yearnings, prayers, and the amount of merit and demerit, or karma, they have stored up in their past lives. This suffering of rebirth affects the whole living universe. The wheel is held in the embrace of Shenji, ruler of the dead, showing that all beings must eventually meet death. Shenji, who is again represented in the sphere of hell, is a ferocious god with fangs. He is said to symbolize the fearfulness of death and the hideousness of clinging to life. Outside the wheel is a figure of the Lord Buddha, who is free from the moral and mental obstructions that can prevent living beings from achieving enlightenment. His presence outside the wheel implies his escape from the cycle of life. The wheel is divided into 3 parts: axle, spokes, and rim. The first noble truth in Buddhist belief holds that suffering exists. The purpose of Mahayana Buddhist teaching is to relieve all living beings from suffering. To achieve this end, we must be aware of 3 evils that cause our sufferings: ignorance, lust, and hatred. These 3 great vices, which rule the universe and keep it in continuous revolution, are symbolized by the pig, the cock, and the snake. By abstaining from these 3 vices, we may further our progression in the path to nirvana. The outer axle shows the manifestations of a bright, white heaven and dark, black hell. The spokes of the wheel divide our universe into 6 sensual realms: gods, demigods or titans, human beings, animals, yigdas or ghosts, and hell. Meritorious karma brings rebirth in the realm of gods, demigods, and humans. Demeritorious karma releases rebirth into the lower realms of animals, yigdas, and hell. But the beings of all 6 realms cannot escape the suffering of the universe. In each of the realms, suffering exists. Also, in each realm, the compassion of Lord Buddha is all-prevailing. This compassion rising from every direction helps all beings towards the path of enlightenment and releases from the suffering of the universe. The gods dwell in heavenly bliss. Sweet strains of music are to be heard everywhere and wherever they wish. They may eat of the tree of life, whose branches instantly yield any food they wish. The gods enjoy bliss for an almost incalculable length of time, but their long life is the source of their suffering. When the gods' merit is exhausted, they can no longer hear the strains of music, and the power of the wish-granting tree is lost to them. Their bodies, no longer bathed by the nectar of the tree, sweat like mortal bodies, and their loathsome persons are detested by the companions. They die miserably. The demigods leading the trade is pride, and their realm is reserved by those who, in an earlier life, boasted of being more pious than their neighbors. The duration of their life is greater than that of the human, and they have a greater luxury and enjoyment, but their sufferings are extreme, for, in their pride, they envy the greater bliss of the gods. They die fighting vainly for the fruits of the heavenly tree. Contrary to popular belief, the realm of human beings is the most desirable, for it is only from this life that one may attain enlightenment. Only in the realm of humans may one combine reason and faith and earn the privilege to leave the transient life and dwell forever in nirvana, the end of all Buddhist hopes and prayers. Even so, human beings experience four great sufferings: birth, illness, old age, and death. The state of the beasts is one of greater misery than that of human beings. Some beings of this realm have to bear the suffering of bondage and slavery. Their greatest suffering lies in their ability to express themselves. These wretched beings are condemned to suffer the torment of hunger and thirst. Their mouths are no bigger than the eye of a needle. Their gullets are no thicker than a hair, and they can never take in enough food to fill their huge bellies. Thirst is expressed by flames that issues from the poor yigta's parched mouths. The Buddhist's hell is a true inferno, situated in the bowels of the universe. It presided over by Senji, who also holds the entire universe in his embrace. It is the world of the Lord of Death. Senji is the judge of the dead. The great judgment is determined solely by a being's own action. Good deeds, white pebbles, are weighed against bad deeds, black pebbles, and the judge holds up a mirror which reveals the being's soul in all its nakedness. Hell is divided into number compartments, each with a special torture devised to suit the sin of the expired. 8 hot hells are depicted in the left, 8 cold hells on the right, and in between are several additional hells. In the 6 realms of the universe depicted in the wheel, Lord Buddha tries to help the 6 beings eliminate their miseries. Termed the causal nexus, or the cause of life and of misery, the rim symbolically depicts the cause and effect of human life. Life is an eternal cycle of birth, childhood, maturity, old age, death, and rebirth. These 12 stages are represented allegorically below.